Harrison, Tennessee. Have you ever heard of Harrison, Tennessee? Harrison, Tennessee, it sounds like it's way out there. It's not. It's
No.
right here in Chattanooga. And if you've ever thought about a $725,000 home in Harrison, Tennessee, and I'm going to surprise you, Miss Wendy Stott.
What?
Taxes on this home are a little over $1,800.
I know. It's county-only taxes with acreage.
Unbelievable. $1,800 a month for taxes for a $1,800 a month a year for taxes on a $725,000 home.
That's Chattanooga.
Wendy Stott, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Kevin.
Yes, you are.
How are you?
When I wake up and put my feet on the ground, I'm always good.
That's right.
You get to my age, and you just thank God every day that you wake up. It's funny. It's funny that it's not funny that you say that, but I have very few bad days. I mean, I think the older I had a great meeting this morning. I think the older I get, the more I've calmed down so much. And I know, my kids may not tell you, Josh may not tell you that I've calmed down any, but I really think I've calmed down. And I like that part. I kind of like where I'm at in my life right now.
I love that.
Do. So before we start, because you brought us a beautiful, unique piece of property in Harrison, before we start, you've been a realtor for what, 21 years?
21 years.
Okay. Have you always been with KW?
No. There was no KW in Chattanooga when I started.
They're only about 17 years here, right?
That's right. So I started out at Coldwell Banker because that was a big franchise here in Chattanooga area. And I moved from Coldwell Banker because our office actually got bought out. So there was no Coldwell Banker in Chattanooga anymore. It was bought from Cleveland, Tennessee. So then I transferred to the next biggest franchise, which was Crowlike Realtors. Okay. And so I spent some time there at Crowlike Realtors. Then KW came to town. That was in 2008 when I joined KW. And I was part of the Charlotte Mabry team for 9 years under KW.
All right. So we just put the real timetable because we've been saying roughly around 20 years.
Right.
It's been 17 years.
Yeah.
17 years.
Yeah. Long time. And it's flown by.
Oh my gosh. Not only has it flown by, but I mean, we're still in it. We've gone through some times.
Oh, yes.
And it's amazing.
The market's still shifting.
The market, that's all it's done for 25 years. It's shifted. Okay.
Right.
I heard a stat, was on a great call this morning and heard a stat that we thought that 07, 08, 09 was bad, and it was bad.
It was bad.
It was bad. Really bad. We did not think that this current market, and we're in it for 27 months now. For 27 months, we've been in headwinds. So it's actually lasted longer than our crisis that we had. And I heard an interesting stat this morning. I actually heard it yesterday, but I'll share something else this morning. Yesterday, we were on another call. At the end of last year, there was 190,000+ loan officers.
Wow.
190. There's the number's like 89,900 and something. That happened back in 07, 08. And there's nothing wrong with a cleansing. Okay. Sometimes we have to have that, because you stayed in the business back then. I stayed in the business. We doubled down. We got better at what we do.
It's because we charged the storm.
Of course. Of course. You know what charges a storm?
A buffalo.
A buffalo.
That's right.
How do you know that?
I know that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the horses and everybody else, they run away or lay down and hide, right? Not a buffalo.
A buffalo goes right at it.
Hit it head on.
And what happens fast? It goes right through it.
It goes right through it.
Holy smokes. You just made my day. You just made my day. There's a guy.
I have a t-shirt with a buffalo that says charge the storm. Yeah.
I can't make this up. All right. So let's get down to business.
Okay.
All right. So we're looking at 7429 Chad Road today. This is a beautiful home out in Harrison, Tennessee for $725,000. How much acres?
So this is 9.81 acres. And by looking at this home, you wouldn't realize that it's almost 4,000 square feet. This is a 2-story home over a full, huge finished basement. It's been very well maintained. These folks have lived here 7 years, something like that. But they are moving a different route. It also has 12 goats and countless numbers of chickens that come with this property if they want it. If they don't want the goats and chickens, that's fine. We can do something with that. But yeah, there's one Billy goat that I met personally.
I don't even want to know.
I'll do a video of this house.
I want to know.
Yeah,
That's
he
funny.
had the long beard and everything. He's kind of cute. His name was Stinky. But anyway, this is an open plan with this. It's got huge skyrocket vaulted ceilings. That stone fireplace goes all the way to the top, and the windows, it's just an abundance of windows for natural light, and it's just so private. So you can't see this house off of the main road. It's kind of like a little hidden gem in a subdivision. Yes.
Really?
So it's like a flag lot. But it's got a lot of space. On the main level, you've got your primary bedroom with its own private ensuite and a really nice screened in porch right off of the primary bedroom. You also have another bedroom on the main level to where if you've got guests, and it's a split plan as well, where they're separated from the primary bedroom area. Then as we go, and this one's got a true mudroom and huge laundry room right off the kitchen. So you've got plenty of, if you're a canner or you like to do all those things, you've got plenty of space to grow your own vegetables, do your canning and all of that.
And if you're tending your goats and your chickens, you need to clean off.
That's right. You need to clean off. So you've got the mudroom area to be able to do that and then go straight to the laundry area. Then as we travel upstairs, you've got a bedroom that's got its own private bath, and then it's got its own private little sitting area. So it's not a 2-bedroom up there. It's only 1 bedroom up there, but it's like its own little oasis up there alone. Downstairs it's phenomenal. You could have a movie room. They use it as a music room. So my client here was a jack of all trades. He did beehives. He played music. He just did it all. I don't think he's ever going to slow down, but his basement space allowed him to be able to have all of those things, his hobbies, to where he could have it separated. And then there's also a huge bedroom down there with a bathroom. It's got abundance of walkout attic storage, basement walkout storage. It's got a 2-car carport on the main level, but downstairs there is a drive to another garage space downstairs to where you could, park. You've got space for your tractors, your Kubotas, anything that you want for your farm space right there in Harrison. I literally left this house, jumped on Ottawa, Georgetown, and I was in Ottawa, Tennessee in 15 minutes.
Nice.
Yes. So it's just got a lot.
Don't we live in a pretty place?
We do live in a pretty place. It's got a lot to offer. You could have horses, you could have your goats and chickens, but still be close to town. There's like a Food City shopping center.
Is this all part of the property?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So you got a lot of wood, and then you got some open space.
You've got open space and wooded space. That's a brand new Trex deck, so you're never going to have to replace it. And it's a wraparound, so you've got a lot of outdoor living space. There's the double garage in the basement. It's got a gravel drive down to that. You could even finish that. You could have a little outdoor living space with a fire pit, whatever you want to do up here. There's no restrictions for you.
There's so much
to be able, and there's some of the storage that's in the basement. But yeah, this home just has a ton to offer. That basement had so much stuff in it before I put it on the market. As you can see, he's a musician. So yeah, it's got a lot of good potential for a family or a mother-in-law suite, however you want to utilize the space.
Now, is this downstairs?
That's downstairs. That's a massive bedroom downstairs. But it's still all daylight down there. So
there's so much you could do there.
Yeah, that's the sitting room upstairs with the bedroom, and it's got its own private bath. So you can have a teen suite up there if they want their own little space, maybe their little game room outside of their bedroom. But yeah, it's ready. It's ready for the next family.
Well, let's get a family in there.
Okay.
All right. So we are still below the conforming loan limits. Okay. Meaning we can get in as a first-time home buyer with 3% down. Okay. And like we talked about
there's
on
the
our,
goats.
Yeah, there's the goats. Like we talked about on our other one that we did, typically with this price point, you don't see a first-time home buyer. Okay. However, like we discussed, a first-time home buyer is somebody that hasn't ever bought a home or that hasn't owned a home or been on title for 3 years. Mm-hmm. Okay. So 3% to get into this home would be $21,750. Payments, which include taxes, insurance, PMI, everything, would be $53.51. 5% down is $36,250. The payments would be $51.89. At 10% down, it's $72,500. Payments are $48.76. And typically, when we get into this price point, we know this. We're probably looking at 20% down, probably even more. Okay.
Right.
So if you've just recently sold a house and you've got $200,000 or $300,000 to put down, these numbers are going to change substantially. But with just 20% down of $145,000, you're looking at $42.83. And like we said when we started this, taxes are just a little over between $1,850 and $1,900 a year, which is incredible for a piece of property of 9 acres and a 4,000 square foot home.
Mm-hmm. I know it. So, I mean, the thing about this home too is, and when you think Macon Gap, Chad Road, you're thinking, oh my goodness, this is kind of out there, but it's just not. I mean, you're still so close in with that kind of acreage, and to find that kind of land in Chattanooga right now, it's crazy how far out you have to go.
No, yeah, that's right almost in the middle of the city. I mean,
right.
That's fantastic.
Right.
Lady, for this piece of property, for any piece of property in Chattanooga, what's the best way to reach you?
Cell phone, of course.
Okay.
So 423-718-1350. If I don't get, the first ring, shoot me a text because I will give you a call back. And then, of course, you can email me at wendystott@gmail.com. WENDISTOTT@gmail.com.
Fantastic. And you've been listening to Mortgage Sense with Kevin, a common sense approach to mortgages. I'm Kevin Blair with the Kevin Blair team at Element Home Loans. Our website is kevinblairteam.com. Our number is 423-488-7571. We are here to help you. We're here to assist you with information, with true 100% great advice. We can help you buy anywhere in Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama. I can go further than that. I know you can.
You're in 11 states, right?
9 states now.
9. Okay.
9 states. I get around.
I'm getting my Alabama license.
Oh, did I just say you had to get your Alabama license?
Yeah. I'm Tennessee, North Georgia.
Tennessee, North Georgia. Well, guys, we're here to help you. If you like this kind of information, hit like, hit subscribe, tell somebody about us. And I want to slow down just for a second here. I'm dead serious when I say this. If you've got questions, if you've got concerns, if you've got ideas, if you just want to talk about what's going on in this market, let's have a real conversation. I promise you, it is not about pressure. It's not about pushing. It's about getting great information to help you make a decision. Wendy, as always, thank you, lady. It's so nice doing business with you. And let's do this again.
All right. You got it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.